Good morning, Instagram. How are we doing? Hope we're well. I hope I'm having an absolutely splendid Saturday morning so far. Just sat on Kite Beach, haven't finished my run. What a fucking place, man. I love this place to pieces. And it's funny because I don't talk about this very often. I do, like, with my mates, but not that much on Instagram. My Friday morning, Saturday morning, my Saturday morning, Sunday morning for, when did I start raving? Probably for about 5 years. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like a lot of people went through that phase, but I'd say it probably went as far as about 4 or 5 years. Every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning was just spent in someone's kitchen. And realistically, at the time, I thought I loved it. And don't get me wrong, I had some fucking incredible times and met some incredible people. And I do love house music and I do love techno music. And if you ever were to come to my house and we were to have a little bit of a get together, then you're going to hear all the house and techno music because I love it. But I didn't love what went with it, you know? The fucking binge drinking, the late nights, and when I say late nights, like those of you that have been to many a rave will know that those nights could turn into mornings, turn into days, turn into afternoons, turn into second nights. That can happen. And it's just, over a prolonged period of time, it's just fucking soul destroying me. Absolutely soul destroying. Don't get me wrong, I'm recording this video, I will absolutely be going to Ibiza again, I will, because I love it. But I love it for different reasons now. And I think that the reason that I'm so committed to, building Coach's Corner, to building my physique, to building my mind, to working on myself is because I can see that all of that energy that I was putting into escapism really just needed to be put into the complete opposite, which was fucking meism, mate. And I think that, and I feel like a lot of men have this, right? I feel like because I lacked purpose and I lacked a goal and a structure and a alignment to myself and what I wanted from life for so long, I just went and seek that elsewhere. And I thought I was the fucking guy. Do you know what I mean? I thought I was the geezer. I was like the fucking party animal that if someone asked me to rave, I was there. If someone asked me to a party, I was there. People would come to my house even. I'd be the one arranging the raves. I'd be the one knowing about which DJ was playing where and where you could fucking source shit and who to talk to and who was who and what was what. And I'd fucking ball into a rave and I'd know half the people in there because I'd been every fucking weekend. And it's and I thought that I was cool doing that. Little did I know that realistically all I'd done is I just fucking absolutely embedded myself in a culture that is a phenomenal, experience, but done for a prolonged period of time just is an absolute destruction of your own soul, mate. Because the thing is, right, when you're going to raves and parties and all this kind of shit, all you're really doing is you take a pill and it's just I'm happy now. You didn't earn it. Do you know what I mean? You didn't earn that. And I think that a lot of people kind of strive for happiness. I just want to be happy, I just want to do this, I just want to do that. But I don't think that's the meaning of life. I feel like it's more so you find fulfillment in pursuit of the thing that you're aiming to achieve. And I don't think that you ever really fucking achieve it. And I think that a lot of people will often find themselves putting happiness on the destination. I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when. Because I think that a lot of human beings, and I've fallen into this in the past, focus far too much on what they don't have as opposed to what they do have. I want more clients, I want more money, I want more friends, I want better abs, I want more muscle, I want more strength, I want to run faster. Great, have a goal, fantastic, but what about the things you do have? And I think that a lot of partying and raving and all that kind of stuff it's just hedonistic escapism. That's all that it is. And although that you have these kind of euphoric moments and you have some incredible times with your friends and you can look back and smile at those times, they're not real. They don't real me. I'm saying this on here because I've got a lot of friends on here who still do it, and it's fine. Do what you want to do, but just remember it's not real. Yeah, this is fucking real, man. I'm sat by a beach in a foreign country. I don't know anyone. Well, I say I don't know anyone here. I've been very fortunate to meet a lot of people in the last couple of weeks. It's been phenomenal. But looking around me, and the reason I love Dubai is that it brings in a lot of different cultures. Realistically, in the last 2 weeks, I've made friends with, added Instagrams of, met up with people, had meals with, probably about, and this isn't me bragging, if you come to Dubai, people who live in Dubai will understand what I'm saying here. I've probably been out for dinner with people from about 6 different countries in the last 2 weeks. That's mental. I don't know anywhere else in the world where that would happen. Just because you you go to a gym, you get talking to someone, they're from France, they're running a property business, you're running a business coaching business, they would like some help with their marketing, and you would like some help with property. Next thing you know, you're fucking mates. It's mental. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. If you're willing to put yourself out there and talk to people, the networking opportunities here is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Don't get me wrong, you do have to go out there and talk to people, and I think that's one quality that my mum's passed on to me, is that me and her can talk to anyone about anything, which is beautiful. My mum makes friends in Sainsbury's all the time, bless her. She'll be fucking buying some shopping and she'll just make a friend in the queue. That's how she is, and she passed it on to me, and I'm very grateful that she did. And it's probably why I embedded myself so much within that rave culture, because that rave culture gave me a place in the world. I felt important. Do you know what I mean? And I think that now the reason that I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing so much is because I don't feel important, and I think that I really appreciate that, because realistically, like, within the mentoring space, within the kind of business coaching space, the consultancy space, I'm just a very small fish in a big pond, and I know that, I know that. But equally, I have the confidence and conviction in myself to look at my business and be so happy with it, so fucking happy with it, like so happy with the clients I'm working with, unbelievably happy with our success rate. I had a client message me last night, and I glanced at my phone, sat in an Uber, and the geezer signed up on board, right? I objectioned him on the call because I knew how much I wanted to help him. He texted me last night saying that he should send back an extra $3,000 in 2 days. And I sit there and I think, the fact that I've got the ability to help other human beings do that makes me so fucking proud. And it's like, well, realistically, what I could do is, I know that I've got skills that I've acquired over the space of, realistically, I've been learning this craft, really, if you boil down into it, go back to college of like when I actually begun this journey, since 2012. So I've got 12 years of knowledge, and it's like, well, either I use it to good use and actually fucking make an impact and try and help other people and, actually try and push myself and do things with my life, or I take the other qualities that I've got, the ability to talk to anyone and everyone, the fact that I love my music, the fact that I love to dance, and the fact that I like to have a good time, and just piss it up the wall. And it's like, well, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm moving here, man. So I can get my head down, so I can meet good people, good energy, good vibes, positivity, people who want to work on themselves, people that are striving for self-improvement. How do I put this? I'm going to miss my friends back home. I'm going to miss my life back home. I'm going to miss my family back home. But I know this is like a necessary part of my journey. And I'm not going to get too deep with this, because I could talk all about fucking therapy and healing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to dive into that. But I guess what I will say is, since kind of going through that work for several months, I realised that I had to kind of almost have to like go back to go forwards. Anyone who's been on a journey like this will understand what I'm talking about. Like you almost have to feel worse for like 4, 6, 8 weeks, even sometimes even more, before you can start to feel better, because you almost like purge it out. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I thought I'd record this just to be a little bit reflective, let you guys into my world about my thoughts about the things that I'm up to, so that maybe potentially it could inspire somebody else. Because I remember when I was getting started in the coaching game, there was a lot of people I used to look up to, and I'm not naive enough to think that every single person who lands on my Instagram thinks that I'm this fucking great almighty human being, because I've got a lot of flaws. But what I do recognise and now realise at this present moment within my career is that there are people that look to me for inspiration, and that's beautiful. And because of that, I've got a certain standard to uphold, and I've got a certain level of work that I need to put in. And I realise that, with the running and the training and the nutrition and the mindset work and like the work behind the scenes, my own investments back into myself, my energy, my time, my business, the whole shebang, like I need to continue to move forward so that others around me can do the exact same thing. And I need to essentially almost step into that role of thinking like, right, it's now like tribe mentality, and that's why when somebody joins on board to Coach's Corner, one of the first videos they watch, we talk about welcome to the family, because we are family at Coach's Corner. And that's why we're a little bit more tight knit. That's why we don't coach 200, 300, 400, 500 people. Because we want to keep it tight knit. And unfortunately, you do have to let some people down with it sometimes, but we don't accept all of the applications. We don't, because we know what we want, and our clients, when they join, they know what they want, and that's a beautiful thing. And that means that the work that we do is just that much more fulfilling. And I think that the fact that I can wake up in the morning now, really, when you boil down to it, and do what I want, when I want, where I want, with who I want, I'm just so grateful, man. So fucking grateful. So if you're sat listening to this today and you feel like you're maybe in a little bit of a rut, you feel like things aren't going your way, you feel like you're working hard and nothing's pulling through, just know that this kind of journey myself, I've been working on realistically since about 2012, seriously since 2017. I felt like I then, from 2017 to maybe 2020, I'd say 2021, so that kind of initial 3-4 years, that's what laid the foundations of my knowledge. And then with the foundations of my knowledge that were then laid, it was then a case of, right, now I need to actually articulate this in such a way that I can kind of connect with the right people and truly build an impact, build a business that's going to impact the entire world. And that's what we're trying to do right now. You know, as it stands at the moment, we've got clients in 7 different countries. You know, I want to make that 15. Why not? Why not us? Why not me? Why not Coach's Corner? And realistically, and for those of you that have waited to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys. I want to work on another new program. So we just built Coach's Corner Boost, which is designed for like newer coaches, designed for the guys and girls that felt the way that I did in my first couple of years. That's who it's designed for. But I feel like there's even more to it than that. You know, I've even toyed with the idea of basically formulating a program whereby I will literally fucking be in your pocket with your fitness, with your mental health, with your business, with your systems, with your marketing, with your content, like fucking everything. Obviously this will be a high tier program because you get all of me. And we just turn you into an absolute animal. You know, everything you can imagine we work on, because there's a lot of stuff that I work on myself that I don't put on my Instagram, so it's not applicable. Like there are coaches that I work with that have nothing to do with business, but it's allowed me to become the person I am. But again, it's not applicable to business, so I don't talk about it. But to give you a little bit of concept of what that would be in terms of like building your dream life and building your dream, like building yourself as the dream person that you want to become. And we just coin it as like the hard to kill program, because that's what I am, mate. I'm fucking hard to kill, you know? And I can say that with confidence, and I sound arrogant saying that, but I know I am, because I wouldn't be sat here today recording this video from Kite Beach sat in the sun if I just rolled over every time like shit hit me in the face, because it has, and it will continue to do so. It's been fucking savage at times, it really has, but I love it. I fucking love it, and that's why we're alive. Alright guys, have a sick Saturday. I'll speak to you soon.